All right, everybody, welcome to Clix'd Crusaders. So this is gonna be the first time that you've been here. This is my first unboxing. Great day. Today's the official release day for Fight For Gotham City, the new Batman set. Just a little bit about me. Stopped playing the game about 10 years ago. Started playing back in 2013. The newest set at the time was the Teen Titans set. But the one set that always spoke to me was the Batman set that had the vehicle boosters. That was the absolute coolest set at the time. Still to this day, probably my favorite Heroclix of all time is that a Green Lantern Batman. So it's really cool and makes sense. This was perfect spot for me to jump back on, get back into the game, and really excited to have an opening for you today. So we're gonna do a case of the booster set. So 12 boosters in each brick. We're also going to pop open the Chase booster and the Vault booster. So really excited to get into it. We'll go ahead and we'll start cracking. We're not gonna do the Batman family figure or the Bat Knight figure. And the majority of all this set has been spoiled already. So as I'm opening the boosters, I will probably talk about a figure here or there. Not gonna go through everything because I think, like I said, everything's pretty much out there. We'll just show some of the highlights and then we'll kind of jump into it. But I think we're gonna go ahead and start it with a bang, and we're gonna start with the Chase booster. So biggest ones for me in this set, probably the super rare Prime Starfire. That one to me, I'm a huge Teen Titans fan, big Dick Grayson fan. So all the Teen Titans in the set are really speaking to me. But that said, the absolute chases were kind of the selling point for me. When I first saw that absolute Batman was spoiled in the set, it really excited me because that's, right now in my opinion, it's the best run in comics right now is all the absolute series. So absolute Batman was the first one that we saw. We saw the Martian Manhunter. I think the biggest one for me though, as far as the absolute chases that I want, is absolutely my Flash, Wally West. Absolute Flash is gonna be my biggest one as far as the absolute chases are concerned. The nice thing is with this set, there's really no chases that I don't want. They're all incredible. The Smoke Batman is incredibly cool. I would love to pull that. But basically not gonna be disappointed with anything. So we'll go ahead and we'll hop into it here. We'll start with the Chase booster. Let you guys see what I got first. So we got scared me for a second when I saw Wally West super rare at the bottom of that. But we actually got the Martian Manhunter Chase. We got the Commissioner Gordon figure, and then we got the Wally West super rare. So definitely cool. The Martian Manhunter run right now is really awesome. Actually just came to an end. So we'll pop these figures up, and seeing that Wally West initially kind of scared me that we had a bit of an issue there. So very cool. We'll go ahead, we'll start getting into the boosters, and then we'll probably save the Vault booster for last. So let's go ahead, we'll rip right into it, and we'll get started. So booster number one, got some bubble wrap. Looks like we got Dead Man, so that's cool. That's one I definitely wanted, big Justice League Dark guy, so very cool. Looks like we got Bizarro, we've got the Beast Boy Rat, we've got Arsenal, and we've got a Clay Critter. Very cool. Next booster. All right, so we've got Arkham Orderly, we've got Jason Todd Red Hood, we have Scarecrow, we've got Lady Shiva, and Badge, which is the Blue Lantern badge. It's very cool. Again, we've already seen most of these. I'll focus more on some of the super rares, Chase, Primes, things along those lines. So hop into the next booster here. We got something broken off, it looks like. So we've got Nightwing. So Nightwing is broken off there. We've got The Question, or Renee Montoya, which is just an incredible figure. That Nightwing is actually, especially in sealed, is just an incredible figure. I was able to pull the Robin rare, but all of the Batman family rares that are in the set for sealed are just incredible. But this Nightwing especially, being able to utilize his ability where if he hits with charge or running shot, he gets to do the other as a free action. So if you build around that, it's really awesome. But The Question is incredible as well, just a really great support piece. We've got an Astral Raven, we've got Black Mask, and we've got a Penguin Robot. So another one of the big themes in this set has been all the goons, which really fun to build with. But for sealed especially, a lot of what we saw did not actually come with the figure you need to run certain pieces, or you got the Pied Piper and Say No Rats. But as far as constructed, gonna be a lot of fun to build some of this stuff. Next booster, we've got the Assassin Recruit. We've got another Black Mask. We've got Lucius Fox. We've got that rare Robin that I was talking about, and oh no, never a totally bad deal to have a duplicate chase, but another chase Martian Manhunter. Cool. Pop that one out real quick. All right, so Martian Manhunter has the Cosmic, Detective, and Policed keywords. And then he has traded Martian Vision. So free, generate 2 Martian smoke terrain markers within range. This game, those markers have opposing characters occupying this square modify attack -1, and when they move or are placed, after resolutions, place this marker in their square. And then he has free, remove 4 Martian smoke terrain markers occupied by opposing characters from the game. If you do, turn Martian Manhunter to click 0, which click 0 is really cool. It's going to give him access to this damage power, which is we're in this together, partner, which gives him outwit, probability control, and the cosmic team ability. And then if it's your turn, Martian Manhunter has giant size. Opposing characters can't use protected, outwit, or safeguard outwit. So that's going to be really useful, especially to get around some of those characters now that you start seeing with the protected and safeguards and gets outwit. And then he's got the move ability, the Martian knows more direct paths. So he has stealth, and then free, place Martian Manhunter or an adjacent friendly character in a square up to 2 squares away from Martian Manhunter. And then he also has the police team ability. Very cool piece. This one's going to be a lot of fun to use, for sure. Hop into the next one. So we've got Commissioner Gordon. We've got Jason Todd, we've got Hugo Strange, we've got Arsenal, and then we have Tweedledee. Hopefully we'll find him here as well. And into the next one here. Cool. The rare Batgirl, which is a figure I really wanted. Got Tim Drake, which is another really cool figure. He can actually transform into the rare Robin. That is just an incredible piece. Another Beast Boy Rat, another Astral Raven, and a Penguin Robot. Keep chugging along here. So we've got a super rare that I don't have. We got Cheshire, and we've got Jeremiah Arkham, Scarecrow Goon, we've got Clay Critter, and then we have a Gotham Detective. So we'll take a look at Cheshire real quick. She's pretty effective in Sealed. She did a pretty good job. Some of our group was playing with her. So she has League of Assassins, Secret Six, Secret Society of Supervillains, Assassin, and the Martial Artist keywords. And then she has the really cool Inherited Technique ability that is kind of rampant across this whole set, which is really cool. So when Cheshire is KO'd, you may attach her card to an unequipped friendly character with the Martial Artist keyword. This game, that character can use any technique special powers on this card. So just really cool. You make a martial artist team, you're going to make some deadly options there. And then she has a move ability, oh, the fun we could have. So plasticity, sidestep, and then free, choose an opposing character within 2 squares and line of fire. Place the chosen character in a square adjacent to itself. Then she has an attack power, which is her technique, which is Poison Claws. So it's Blade, Claws, Fangs, and then Poison. When Cheshire uses it, she may use it as a power instead of free. If she does, roll a d6 and deal damage equal to half the result instead. And then the team player ability. So she has the option to give herself any team ability, which always comes in handy. So definitely glad to grab her. Keep moving along. So with this brick, we have 5 boosters left. All right, the dupes keep coming now. So I am excited about this figure, but got the super rare Wally West. So now the second one of him that we've got. So we've also got Merlin. We've got Astral Martian Manhunter, the Green Lantern badge, and then the Assassin Recruit. So hopefully there's some people from my group that want Martian Manhunter and Wally West. But definitely glad to have Wally West. That was one of the big ones that I had from the set. All right, next booster, we've got a Batarang. We've got the Rare Raven, which is also very good. We've got the Beast Boy Penguin. We've got a regular rat, and then we've got the common Batman. Very cool. If it wasn't for the fact we had the vault boosters, the lack of equipment in this set was kind of baffling, but I totally understand. Oh, cool. I see one here that I definitely wanted. So we've got a Prime. So we've got the Ventriloquist, which is a very cool figure. We did have one of these pulled in our pre-release, so he's really neat. Excited to use him. We've got Red Hood, the uncommon Red Hood. We've got Scarecrow, we've got Gotham City Detective, I'm sorry, and then we've got another Red Hood. So as far as getting into the Ventriloquist here, let's see what we got. All right, so the Ventriloquist has the Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Underworld, keywords, and then his traded ability is Scarface. So when Ventriloquist starts the game, generate a Scarface bystander. When Scarface would take damage, you may have Ventriloquist take 1 unavoidable damage instead. And then he has Protected Pulse Wave. Then he's got a damage ability for enhancement and perplex, and adjacent friendly characters named Scarface can use enhancement and perplex. So very good. And then he's got the Batman enemy team ability. So definitely going to be a fun one to use. Really glad I was able to pull him. 2 boosters left. Should maybe be expecting 1 more super rare if I remember correctly, but we'll see. Nope, and there it is. All right, so I've got Dick Grayson, which this Dick Grayson, the uncommon Dick Grayson, is very good. I was able to use him in pre-release, did really, really well with him. So he's a really good piece. And then I've got Professor Pig. All right. So Professor Pig has the Arkham Asylum, Gotham City, Underworld, and Scientist keywords. And then he's got Pain is the Beginning of Perfection. This is a traded ability. So he can use Mastermind. At the end of your turn, and when an opposing character of 30 points or less is KO'd, after resolutions, generate a Dollatron bystander. Very cool. And then Nothing's Ever Good Enough. At the beginning of your turn, roll a d6. If the result is less than the number of friendly Dollatron bystanders on the map, deal 1 penetrating damage to all opposing characters adjacent to 1 or more Dollatron bystanders. Then KO all friendly Dollatron bystanders. All right, 1 more. Not expecting a whole lot here. So we've got pretty much everything we're gonna get in this break. So we've got Martian Manhunter, we've got Tweedledum, which is cool. We had Tweedledee earlier. We've got Lady Shiva and Badge, the Green Lantern badge, and another common, Batman. So overall, good brick. Definitely kind of a bummer to get the duplicate chase. But like I said, I should be able to trade that one, something that I'm looking for. So shouldn't be too big of a deal. And then we'll go ahead and we'll tear this legacy card open. Very good. We're going to start with Mr. Freeze. It's very good. That's one of the ones I definitely wanted. So we will get into the next brick and we'll start with its legacy card. And we've got Robin. These have all been spoiled, so I'm not going to go too deep into those. Let's go ahead, rip in, see what we got. So we are starting with the Rare Raven. We've got the Jeremiah Arkham. We've got Hugo Strange. We've got a Tweedledee, and we have a generic rat. Next one, we've got another rare Nightwing. We've got Lucius Fox. We've got a Clay Critter. We've got a Penguin Robot and a Gotham City Detective. So all things that we've seen there. Starting off here with a Black Mask. We've got Green Lantern Badge. We've got Dick Grayson. We have another Beast Boy Rat and another rare Tim Drake Robin. Got some bubble wrap here. Another Dead Man. We got Martian Manhunter. We have another Tweedledee, another Penguin Robot, and another Assassin Recruit. We will keep this moving here. All right, another rare Batgirl. We have a Beast Boy Penguin. We have Arsenal. We have Scarecrow Goon and a Gotham City Detective. Halfway through. All right. Oh, jackpot, baby. All right. So outside of Starfire, obviously, this is one of the big ones. So we have the Slade Wilson Super Rare Prime Deathstroke. That is absolutely awesome. That is a huge hit. So we will definitely pop him out. We'll take a look. We'll get him up on the screen here. Take a peek at his card. That absolutely made up for the duplicate chase. Again, I'll be able to trade that one. But let's jump in and take a look at him. He is absolutely awesome. And also in this booster, not to be forgotten, we have the incredible Renee Montoya as the Question, Astral Martian Manhunter, another Red Hood, and a Red Hood Gang. All right, Mr. Slade, what do you have for us here? So he's got the Hive, Secret Society of Supervillains, Assassin, Marksman, Martial Artist, and Soldier keywords. So he has a traded ability at the beginning of your turn. If Slade Wilson has 2 action tokens, you may choose an opposing character. If you do, that character becomes friendly to your force, makes an attack if able, then reverts forces. That's absolutely nuts. So he also has traded willpower and regeneration as free. And then he has a defense ability called Prometheum Suit. Impervious, and when Slade Wilson uses it during an attack, increase the result of the d6 roll by +1 if the attacker is 100 points or less. And then again, the team word, which is just absolutely awesome. It makes him very versatile. This is just an absolutely awesome piece, and one that was one of my biggest ones in the set. That's incredible. All right, halfway through, still no chase in this one, so let's see. Oh goodness. All right, and then in the very next pack, which I have this one, I actually pulled him in our sealed event, we have the Super Rare Deathstroke. So that'll be one that'll be easy to trade, so that's really great. We got Lady Shiva, we have Astral Raven, we've got Arsenal, and we've got a Scarecrow Goon. So we'll take a quick look at Deathstroke's card here. Definitely not as good as the Slade Wilson Prime. I think there were some people that were disappointed in this Deathstroke, but still a really cool piece. He's a really popular character. As a Teen Titans fan, he's one of my favorite villains. So he's got the Injustice League, Secret Society of Supervillains, the Assassin, Marksman, Martial Artist, and Soldier keywords. He's got a traded ability called the Target. So at the beginning of the game, for all friendly characters with this trait, give a target token to an opposing character. And then for all characters with this trait, when a friendly character with the Assassin keyword KOs an opposing character with a target token, score 25 victory points. So when I played in the pre-release, one of the guys in our group had a similar trait, which really came in handy because he was able to put it on a 5-point rat that I had added just because I had extra points left in my build total. It allowed him to get some extra points. He ended up getting first that day, not because of the 25 points. He pulled the absolute Batman and just played a really good game, but very cool. Another traded ability, I have a new contract to finish. When an opposing character with a target token is KO'd, after resolutions, give an opposing character a target token. Friendly characters with a target treat that token as if it were generated by that trait. It's very cool. And then he's got the Injustice League team ability and the team player ability. So very good. Hopping into this next, see what we've got. All right, so we've got another Batarang. We've got Bizarro. We've got Merlin. We've got Scarecrow, and we have the common Batman. 4 boosters left. Still no chase. Ooh, nice. So we got Ratcatcher, which is definitely a piece that I wanted. We've got Lucius Fox, another Rat, and another Red Hood Gang. So this is definitely one of those sets. I do like getting the duplicates of those generics. They're definitely going to come in handy and they'll be fun to build around. All right, just a few boosters left here. So we've got, again, the common Batman. We have the Astro Martian Manhunter. Oh, cool. We've got Tim Drake. We've got Richard Dragon, and then we have our chase. So we've got the Scarecrow chase. The hair, a little bit tougher to get out of the package. We'll bust this card out here real quick, take a peek. So Scarecrow has Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Underworld, Legion of Doom, and the Scientist keywords. So he has a traded ability, Breathe Deep Your Fears. So Smoke Cloud is free. Then Scarecrow can target characters occupying any smoke markers within range regardless of line of fire. Then he has Phobophobia. So opposing characters occupying any smoke markers can't use leadership or willpower and can't positively modify their combat values. And then he has a defensive ability, Your Own Worst Enemy. So Mastermind, and then once per turn when Scarecrow uses it, he may choose an opposing character other than the attacker occupying any smoke marker within range to become the target, even if they would be an illegal target. Very cool. Then he's got the Batman team ability, Batman enemy team ability, and the Underworld team ability. So very cool. All right. Was wanting some of the absolute chases. Happy with Martian Manhunter. Scarecrow is a good one, but it's hard to complain when I also got the super rare Prime Slade. All right, nice. Definitely wanted this one. So we've got Alfred. We've got the Jason Todd. We've got Green Lantern Badge. We've got Black Mask, and then we have an Assassin Recruit. All right, last booster here. Maybe, well, no, the Prime might count as the other super rare, so we may not get a super rare in this one. Nope, I was wrong, and this is one I definitely wanted as well. So we've got super rare Pied Piper. We've got Red Hood, an Astral Raven, a Clay Critter, and an Arkham Orderly. Pied Piper's a really cool character. I know we've seen him spoiled a couple different times. One of the really cool things with Pied Piper is just everything that he can do with the rats, and we picked up a lot of them during this unboxing, so that's definitely great. So that's the brick. Overall, I think we did really well. Obviously, we've got the duplicate chases from the chase booster, but we should be able to trade that for something else. Excited about Scarecrow, but really excited about that Deathstroke Prime, or the Slade Wilson Prime. We'll end it here with the Vault booster. Now, there's been a lot of distribution issues with these, a lot of people complaining stores not getting stock of these, so I was happy that this bundle came with a Vault booster. We've seen 5 of these spoiled. There's supposedly 8 different variants. So the nice thing is, so far I haven't seen any that I am not interested in or don't want. So there's not really going to be any disappointment here whenever I pull. What I would like to see based on what we've seen so far is definitely my number one want is the Beast Boy booster, and then the Donna Troy. But again, not going to be upset with anything that we pull here. Let's see, green. Oh, definitely not upset about this one. This is really nice. So we've got the Wonder Woman here with the Pegasus. Really great. We'll get those up on the screen here so you can take a look at those. We'll pop these cards open and see what they do. So that's a great pull. I think in my group, this is probably the one that's most sought after as far as a whole. All right. So in this vault booster, we are going to have the Wonder Woman team-up card, the Pegasus. So starting with the Pegasus, so it is an equipment and it has living steed. So when this equipment would be unequipped, placed on the map, or removed from the game by another effect, instead remove it from the game and generate a Pegasus bystander adjacent to the previously equipped character or the square that character last occupied. And then the effect is when equipped, turn Pegasus dial to any click. This character positively modifies their speed by Pegasus speed value and can use the powers displayed on Pegasus dial. So in Pegasus is going to have Force Blast, Flurry, Charge, Precision Strike, Blade Claws Fangs, and Combat Reflexes. This is just really cool. And then that damage ability on any of those clicks, it automatically gives that character flying. So very cool. It's also going to have Artemis, who's going to have the Amazon, Outlaws, and Warrior keywords. So it has an attack ability for Penetrating Psychic Blast, and Artemis has a range of 6 and 3 targets. And then defensive power, Former Wonder Woman. So it gives her invulnerability, super senses, and other friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Outlaws keyword, modified defense +1. And then last but not least, has a damage ability for exploit weakness and probability control, and gives her giant reach too. And then she's got the Outsider team ability and the Wonder Woman ally team ability. So very cool. It's also going to come with the Amazonian shield. So it's an equipment, so anybody with the Amazon keyword is going to be able to equip this. Then during forced construction, characters may be assigned to equipment if both have Amazonian in their name. Equipped characters may be equipped with a second object if it also has Amazonian in its name. And then the effect here is Combat Reflexes, the Mystics team ability, so effects here are going to be Combat Reflexes, the Mystics team ability, the only during close attacks. Very cool. The Amazonian sword. So the effect on this one here is going to be during forced construction, characters may be assigned to equipment. So again, it's going to have the same effect here where you're allowed to assign to equipment if they both have the Amazonian keyword in their name. And the effect, it gives Blade Claws Fangs and Precision Strike. Very cool. And then classic for Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth. So the Lasso of Truth is going to give Outwit and Plasticity. And when this character uses Outwit, adjacent opposing characters can't use Safeguard Outwit or Protected Outwit. So many good things in the set. We will go with the one-shot card here as well. So that's going to be the Invisible Jet. And at the beginning of your turn, you may place a friendly character with the Amazon or Justice League keyword into your starting area. If you do, heal that character 1 click. And then last but not least, we're going to have Miss Diana Troy herself. So she has the Amazon, Justice League, Deity, Pass, Soldier, and Warrior keywords. And then a trait for Man may have started this war, and it gives her Empower and Invulnerability. And then a defensive ability, but a woman shall end it. Gives Energy Shield, Deflection, Super Senses, and when Wonder Woman is missed by an attack after resolutions, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage, and has Protected Outwit. And then the Justice League team ability and the Wonder Woman ally team ability. All right, so absolutely awesome. Overall, I think we did really well. Got some great pulls. That super rare prime was huge. Ended up with 3 chases. Again, 1 that's a duplicate, but we'll be able to move that. Some great super rares. Only had 1 duplicate super rare from what I've pulled. I've had 2. So we had the Wally West and we have the Deathstroke, both characters that I'm going to be able to trade to people within our group. So all in all, I really have nothing to complain about. Absolutely awesome unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I hope to start posting more videos. This is my first one that I've thrown up. So feel free to leave any feedback, pointers. I'm going to continue working on lighting and everything else to try to clean these up a little bit. But if you don't mind, give me a subscribe. I'd love to have you back when I post the next video. And again, thanks for watching.